Hey guys, so I'm having an issue with my chair. The foam on this one has gone bad. When you sit on it, it kind of pushes down, and you can see below, it just kind of pushes everything down, and I'm having a hard time, basically sitting on it. It's very hard. You can't really sit on it because you kind of sink in. So in this video, we're going to be fixing this. Okay, so to remove this, all you have to do is just flip the chair and remove the screws. You may have different types of screws, and this thing comes off. So a few things you need is this thick foam. I'm going to be telling you how I got this, and then you need a stencil, of course. And what you can do is take a cardboard and cut the stencil, based on the bottom of the chair. Okay, so I bought this foam from Amazon, and what I did was I cut a template for the size of the opening underneath the seat, and I am just putting it right like this, marking it, and just cutting it with a scissor. And I already cut my foam, which I'm going to show you, and I got 6 of these with the same template. I'm going to be installing this foam underneath the seat. So for this project, a few things you need to have is you need to cut a stencil just like the shape that you see inside right here. You need that stencil just with this. You can put a cardboard and cut this piece, and then we're going to cut the foam of this exact piece and insert the foam just like you see. So this is the foam, and you can see from here I inserted it, I cut it, inserted it, and it just kind of sits in pretty nice. You can see it's nice and sit. So you have the foam nice and in, and then once it's in, you need something to cover this up. Of course you're going to need some kind of plywood or something. So what I did was I took a cardboard, just kind of make an stencil again, and then I'm going to cut a piece of wood, a little thin wood. Doesn't have to be a thick wood or anything. It's just a thin sheet of plywood, and just cut it, make sure it's thin, make sure it's not the thick one, and then you just use some screws and screw it in, and this will hold it in place. So it's just, these are small wood screws that can... Okay, this is the foam that I cut, and this is the underneath, and so this was the opening that I used to create that cardboard stencil, and then I cut the foam of this size. And then what I did was I just opened this and just injected the foam just to fit right in. So it fits perfect. And now to cover this, what I did was I cut this cardboard so I can cut some plywood with this stencil with the cardboard. And this is what I have here. It doesn't have to be perfect. This one messed up, but doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to put this one, and we've got these screws from Lowe's, and I'm just going to go around it and screw it up. Here you can see I put a bunch of screws all around it. The more you put, the better support you're going to have. So this is not going to come off, and then this is ready to be installed. And this one is already done. Well, it's in process of getting done, but I just want to show you guys how I did the stencil for this. So just take a cardboard and just cut it inside, and just enough, so it covers the wood over here, and then you can just cut that. So just put 2 screws in, put this on just to make sure everything fits in perfect. And once you know it fits in perfect, then you can just go ahead and put all the rest of the screws in. That's what we're going to do next. Okay, so here's the final product. I installed it, and the seat is nice and firm. When you sit on it, it does not sink in anymore, with this support on the bottom and the foam inside like we installed. This gives you a nice cushion and a nice touch. So I think the problem is fixed, and I'm very happy with the results. Hopefully it helps you guys fix your chairs. Please like and subscribe.